Okay, in this video we're going to talk about adjusting the volume. So I don't know if you remember from another video, you've got your volume keys right here on the side. They're being kind of protected by the case itself. So we're going to go ahead and just hit the volume up button. And now we notice there's a bar here that appears, and we're going to be able to change some of the settings. We're going to go ahead and tap on this little black equalizer button right down there. So we'll tap on that, and we'll get this menu that pops up. So kind of like your house will have different volumes on different machines. Because your smartphone does so much, it also has different volume settings. So like at your home, you'll have a volume for your telephone, your TV, your computer. So that's kind of the same thing here. The media volume up top is how loud games and songs will play. So like your music library, how loud the songs are going to be. The next one, the call volume, refers to how loud the other person will sound. So by having it at the loudest setting, which I do here, all of them are at the loudest settings, that's the loudest that you'll be able to hear the other person talking. The ring volume is how loud the actual ringer is when a call comes in. The alarm volume is how loud an alarm would be. And this is like a clock alarm. Like if you were to set an alarm to wake up at 6:30, this setting would be how loud you want that alarm to be. So all alarms are on the, or not all alarms, I'm sorry. All volumes are set to the loudest setting. If you wanted to change any of those, you could just tap to where you think you want it. See the little blue dot moved? We'll tap it back. So you could turn it down that way, turn it back up, and that's how you would adjust those. If we click on See More, it's going to give us some stuff that we don't really need, but this is where you would control the sounds. Now, if you find yourself on this screen and you don't want to be there, see how there's a little back arrow? Tap the little back arrow. It's going to take us back to the home screen. We also could have gotten there by hitting that button, if it had even been an option. I don't recall if it was on the bottom. Or we could have hit that back button if it was visible, and I don't recall if it was even visible. Let's show me that again. So volume, we press it, press the little equalizer. Now, as you can see here, there's a little music note. That indicates that this volume is for your music player. So that is set all the way up. If it had had the picture of like a little telephone up there, then that would be the volume for the call button. So if you just want to play your music, here you can look, peek, it's already at the loudest setting, you're good. And it's going to stay there pretty much unless you change it. So it's not like it's the kind of thing you'll have to go in and change all the time. Sometimes I'll turn the sound down if if ads start playing very loudly, I'll go ahead and turn that sound down. And then when I want to, play music, I'll have to turn it back up. So you may have to do some of that too. The other option is if you hit that bell, let's go back here, and see how it's like a shaky phone? We just turned it to vibrate. That means that we've essentially turned off the ringer for the phone, which is helpful if you're in like a doctor's office or if you're somewhere where you don't want your phone going off making noise for everybody. And then to change that, you just tap it again. Now, see how it's got the bell with the line through it? That means that it's not even going to vibrate. There is going to be nothing that will let you know that you've got a call coming in or any notifications or anything. Nothing. Squat. Nothing. So we're going to go ahead and change that back to regular. And I don't know what this is. What's that? Oh, this says captions appear when speech is detected. We don't want that. That must be captioning. We're going to turn that off. Okay, so those are your settings at a glance for the volume. Now you can also adjust those settings in Settings, which is this button here. We're going to press that. It gives you a bunch of options. See, sound right there. We press that. And it's the same screen that we were looking at before. If you want to change your ringtone, and the ringtone is what plays when there's an incoming call, you would go to Advanced, and here you have your settings. Your phone ringtone I set to Who Can It Be Now as the general tone for when you have an incoming call. I couldn't do the one you wanted. This is as close as I could get, but I think you'll still like it. Okay, if you wanted to change the ringtone, you would tap on that, and these are all the options you have. And you can download a bunch more ringtones from the internet and you can change it in the future. For now, let's just go ahead and leave it like it is. We're going to hit cancel. We're going to go back to our home screen, home, and we're done. Okay, so that is essentially how to deal with volume.